Man, after 80 hours of playtime, I still have no idea where to start. This game is absolutely amazing. This is coming from a guy who used to never like turn-based games, but let me tell you, that quickly changed once I booted the game up, saw the title screen, heard the music, and saw that sweet, delicious old school art style. As I stared at the title screen, I knew I was in for an adventure. Octopath Traveler centers around 8 characters who are all playable, have their own unique personalities, movesets, and stories. These characters are Ophelia, Cyrus, Tressa, Oberic, Primrose, Alphen, Therion, and Hanat. Hanat, the archer bitch. That's who I picked first. Once you finish their first chapter, the world opens up and you're free to explore and rally up the rest of the cast and experience their stories as well. Since there are 8 characters who are all completely different, you're basically getting 8 unique stories. One of my favorites is Primrose, an orphan child who watched her father get killed by 3 tattooed men. She's a beautiful dancer who has dedicated her life to avenging him. I love Primrose's story. I honestly enjoyed everybody's. Some were weaker than others, but still a fun, solid story for everybody, a fun conclusion. Now, the drawback to this is that there isn't really an overarching story or an ultimate goal or an evil that the travelers are facing. One criticism of the story is that all these people are traveling together, but these people's personalities and what they do. For example, Oberic is a very noble knight. He, hates crime, he hates wrongdoing, he hates, theft, killing. Or, well, not killing, obviously, he's a warrior, he has to do it. But, doing the wrong thing. And he is traveling with a thief. He steals, he watches him steal from innocent people, and Oberic wouldn't stand for that. Yet, they have no kind of interaction, or, he doesn't confront him on it. And those are the kind of interactions between the characters that would have been, like, a huge addition to the story. Like, it would have been awesome if, like, Oberic witnessed Therion stealing shit, and he confronted him, and, maybe you couldn't use them together in a party for a bit until they made up or something like that. That would have been awesome. But unfortunately, the only time the characters really interact with each other at all is in these really short text bubble back and forth where they talk about something that happened. It's cute, and I'm glad it is there instead of nothing, but I think there was a huge missed opportunity to build a sense of camaraderie, friendship, and trust between these party members, and also tension by all these different personalities trying to, work together and be together and travel together. But that's really my only complaint about the story. I loved all the characters, I enjoyed traveling with them all, and seeing their stories through to the end. The writing is surprisingly solid, and personally I have the voice acting set to Japanese since there's text anyways, but the dub is pretty decent. On your journey, you'll be visiting many different towns and settlements with people there you can talk to and help. Some of the side quests are really fleshed out with some real touching moments. Like, some of the most touching moments in the game were from a side quest that I just happened to, walk into. The soundtrack in this game is incredible. Every traveler, town, area, or dungeon has their own music and theme, from very soft melodic music for the most intimate or sad moments to a full epic orchestra when you enter a battle. You would think that with only a handful of variations of music for battles, that you'd get tired of hearing one song over and over and over again. But no, even when I have to grind in an area for a few levels, the battle theme gets me absolutely pumped to destroy everything every single time. And since we're talking about battles, let's get into the gameplay, the combat system itself. Since every traveler is different, that means they all have their own unique weapons, attacks, and abilities. Hana is a huntress who specializes in archery and can summon creatures to help her. You could even capture creatures in the middle of a battle and use them right away. Cyrus is a powerful mage with many different elemental attacks. Ophelia deals light damage and can heal the team and herself. Every turn you build up 1 battle point, and in any given moment you can use up to 4 to power up a move 4 times, or to use 1 attack 4 times, if that makes sense. Another thing to keep in mind during combat is the break mechanic. Every enemy will have a number beside them to indicate how many hits of an attack they are weak to will take to break their defense. Their weaknesses will also be shown if you discover them. Cyrus actually has a cool passive ability that allows him to reveal 1 weakness of every enemy once he enters the battle. Once you break their guard, they'll be stunned for a turn or 2, and that's when you can let them have it and deal all the damage. All of these mechanics working together creates one of the most in-depth and challenging battle systems I've ever played. Boss fights can take like 20 to 30 minutes, so this game makes you get good and rewards you for thinking several turns ahead and using the right abilities at the right times and guard breaks at the right time as well. I love this game. Visually, it is simply beautiful. The 16-bit graphics and the unique art style bring me back to a simpler time in gaming. The epic soundtrack, fun story, engaging combat, and lovable characters kept me coming back again, and again, and again. And I'm gonna keep going back and play the optional dungeons. I'm gonna come back. I've finished the main story, but I'm gonna go back to the do some more side quests and do a bunch of the dungeons that are in there. Look, I understand not every game is for everybody, but if you like turn-based RPGs, JRPGs, if you like games that are full of content, like 100 of hours, you could play this for 100 plus hours and still not see everything. If you like those kinds of games, you like fun, cute stories, 16-bit art style, please give this a shot. If you like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, like from back in the day Final Fantasy, give this game a try. It's on the Switch, probably like $50. It just came out on Steam. If you want to do it on PC, please give it a try. So, thank you for taking the time to watch my review. Please let me know down below if it sucks or what I can do to do better, or what you'd like to see reviewed. This is mostly, this is called Backlog reviews. So I'm reviewing games that I have backlogged, that I haven't been playing at all, I haven't even started, or I'm in the middle of, and I just let it go and sit unplayed, unfinished. So, yeah, no point system for this, just Octopath is an absolute must play. Please pick it up if you haven't played it. It's on Steam, it's on the Switch, obviously. Buy it now, buy it.